Before we approve the minutes, I'm just going to introduce our guests. First of all, over here, Grant Bailey. Grant is a senior at Rochester High School, and he's going to be doing an internship with me this next semester, which I'm excited about. Fine young man, very interested in getting involved in the community. So I told him we had meetings coming up. He emailed me this morning, and he said, "What's your schedule look like?" I said, "Well, I got a meeting tonight if you want to come." So glad to be here.
There you go.
So looking forward to working with you.
Way to go.
Glad you're here.
I know I should know you.
Chris.
White?
Yep.
I thought so. I didn't want to say it because I knew I'd be wrong. Thanks for being here. We got the Rose here. Anna and her better half, Bill, or Bill and his better half, Anna.
Yeah. Gary. Bill.
Bill's the one who sells carpet.
Not Bill, Gary.
Gary.
See, that's how bad I am at name.
That's start, brother.
Gary. All right. So everybody had a chance to look at the minute. Okay, Mark moved to approve.
Second.
And Amy seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay. Beth, do you have any communication?
I do. I don't know if any of you have gotten any kind of complaints or anything about payments from the city. Our November 26th recent check run that was mailed on November 26th has not reached any of the intended vendors. And none of them have cleared the bank. So we've been on the phone with the bank and the post office, and the post office is saying it all goes in a hamper to Indianapolis, where it goes into a bigger hamper. And because of this time of year and packages take precedence, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so we're going to have to void all of them and take the file away from the bank so they don't come through a first time, and then re-input them all and reissue them. So the second check run that we just did on December 12th, our great department heads hand delivered all the Rochester ones. And the TJ took a big pile of them and just went around and just delivered everybody's checks. And a lot of them were going out of town. They took the ones out of town. So there wasn't very many that we had to mail. So at least all the vendors in Rochester will be happy because they've got their checks, the second one. So hopefully we can get this first one done, the next one done soon, and then they'll have to hand deliver those two as well. I'm really concerned about the mail and not feeling, I don't know if anybody's having trouble getting their mail in places. It's so slow anyway. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I hate to ask the vendors if they want to come pick them up, but you want to be sure you get them for the next month, maybe. So anyway, we'll just keep checking and keep people updated. I put a notice on Facebook and on the website and on the doors so that people would know. We've been sending emails to vendors when we get their late notices for that pay. So we're keeping in contact with them. So that's the scoop on that. And then usually this time of year, where people are working on encumbrances for the next year's budget, and it makes no sense to me to do it today when we still have 2.5 more weeks of the year. So the things are coming through. So we'll be doing it in the January meeting. So that way we'll have captured anything that came in that 2-week period. And if it has to be encumbered, then we can add that to the list. And that's also what we're going to happen with the reclasses for the budgets, like we sometimes do. And if I have to move money from one fund to another, I'll bring that to the next meeting as well. So that way we've captured everything for 2025 instead of like this year when I was green last year and didn't do it. So anyway, that's how we're handling it. Does that sound good? Okay, that's it. So, she wrote.
Okay. Any old business? Okay, new business. I had 2 vacancies on the city BZA board. One was a mayor's appointment, one is a council appointment. It's not easy to find people that want to sit on that board. But I did, my mayor appointment was Brooklyn Pickle. And I recommend Chad Scobie, to this council. He's wanted to sit on that board as well, so, I just need a motion to approve him as you guys' choice, unless you have someone else in mind.
Good for Ted.
Mark actually moved, John seconded, right? All in favor, signify by right hand, please. Thank you. That's passed. Okay. So I'm gonna switch screens here. Yeah, I'll do that. We're going electronic and it's our first meeting, Grant, so we're usually much more efficient, but we'll get efficient. We'll get efficient. We just gotta find what we're doing. So we're looking at ordinance 41-2025.
Which is for the, amending the capital asset policy. We were usually, formerly doing it as anything over 5,000, but the federal guideline and the state, raised it to 10. So I changed ours to be 10,000 and over to be capitalized, you know. That's totally different from the purchase policy that we amended last time, so dollar amounts kind of going every which way, but the 10,000 is just what we capitalize. So that's what this ordinance is. And I think that you have a form here, we could just read it by title and pass all tonight. Okay, so Brian, give your little,
Cheat sheet.
cheat sheet. I brought one for you.
Okay, introduction of ordinance number 41-2025. We'll begin with the first reading by title only. Ordinance 41-2025, amendment to the City of Rochester Administrative Capital Asset Policy, City Code 35.30, and Ordinance 02-2024. Okay, this is the first reading of the ordinance. If there's no objection to having the second reading also by title only, we will now have the second reading. All right, ordinance number 41-2025, amendment to the City of Rochester Administrative Capital Asset Policy, City Code 35.30, and Ordinance 02-2024. All right, at this time, we'll have unless there's objection, have the third and final reading of ordinance number 41-2025 by title only.
Excuse me, but do we have to approve the first or the second reading?
No,
You know,
no.
It's just
That's one thing that we talked about a year ago, that it had been your custom, but it's not something you have to do.
right. Thank you.
An objection?
No.
Okay. All right, no objection.
Well,
Ordinance number 41-2025, amendment to the City of Rochester Administrative Capital Asset Policy, City Code 35.30, and Ordinance 02-2024.
You don't need a motion to approve ordinance 41-2025.
I'll make that motion.
Moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Sounds like I'm on the agenda for the entire meeting. All right, now we have the additional appropriation ordinance number 42-2025. I had sent you all last week the ordinance with the explanations of why we needed the increases. So basically, the total amount for the current budget is $870,500. And it's broken down into $243,500 more for general. Park operating gets $60,000. Non-reverting park operating $25,000. MVH $15,000. MVH unrestricted $35,000. And economic development $492,000. That total of $870,500. The majority of these were for either technology or professional services. Ordinance.
My copy says ordinance number 17-2025, but the agenda says 42.
You looked at 17?
Mine says
I didn't copy the spreadsheet.
Mine says 42-2025.
Oh, I see.
Alrighty then, it did 42-2025.
The copy says 42, if that matters.
What?
The copy for the signature.
Just 42,
What
yeah,
you emailed.
yeah, I don't know why. No, there's a lot of things to it. It is 42, that's 2025. I apologize. 17 would be over in June. That's how I used it in the principal.
Do you want them all three readings tonight? Does Andy? Got it. All right, this time we'll have the introduction of ordinance number 42-2025 with first reading by title only. It's additional appropriation ordinance number 42-2025. That's the first reading of ordinance 42-2025. This time, unless there's any objections, we'll have the second reading by title only. All right, additional appropriation ordinance number 42-2025. This time we'll have a third reading of ordinance number 42-2025 by title only, provided no objections. Okay. Additional appropriation ordinance number 42-2025.
Yeah, I need a motion to approve ordinance 42-2025.
Motion to approve.
Moved and seconded, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oh,
I'm done.
what? You're done?
Wait, isn't that?
I don't know, my version doesn't have, your did I think, yeah.
Board appointments, huh?
Oh, agenda? Yeah, the
Recommend city council members?
Yeah, I'd say, I don't know what I said. Anyway,
We can do that now and not wait till January since we have it.
if somebody wants to make a change from the boards they serve on, is everybody okay with where they're at for this year?
Okay, so
We don't need any motion, nothing, everybody's just gonna stay the same, right? We don't need a motion to approve that, or Andy?
Are they appointments from the council?
For the
themselves,
council
or
representatives.
council.
From the-
mayor, isn't it, to the
No, I
council?
don't think so.
Is the mayor, are these mayor appointments?
No, not
For
really, no.
determination.
No, we're
Why
just
don't-
asking if they
Why
want
don't you vote on one slate that reapproves all the existing ones? Because in case any of those are annual appointments, you don't want to
Oh, I see what you're saying.
backtrack on that. So
Okay,
you can do it in one vote, not individual vote, but I do recommend.
Somebody wanna make that motion?
I move that we hold current board appointments for the next year.
Okay. That is all the new business that's on my agenda, but I know we
need to vote on
We
that.
we have to vote.
Okay,
Was there a second?
Yeah,
Somebody
yes,
second?
Mark,
Oh,
Mark,
okay, I'm
second.
sorry. Trying to follow my computer. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Done deal. Okay, I don't have anything on new business, but I think we've got, Anna, do you have something you wanted to share?
Yes, so we're back again, myself, Gary and Christopher White. And we're the ones that are doing now this is not the park lighting, okay? This is the Rochester City Light Up, Christmas Light Up Contest. And so Chris and his wife go around, they generally do the Facebook. They also take the pictures and put them on Facebook. They do the technology part. And Gary and I go looking for money for the prizes.
There you go.
Chris, you want to tell them how many we have this year compared to last year?
We have like 15 people this year. Last year we had like 11.
And then the businesses.
We had 3 businesses this year. There was a lot more last year, but I think we'll get more next year too.
So they've already taken the pictures and they will be uploaded on Facebook. Is that today or
they're on there now. I just saw them. I saw 10 residents, 3 businesses, what I saw.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Okay.
And if you go to Light Up Rochester Facebook page, you can look at all of them at once.
Yeah, so the winners will be by likes. So if you guys want to go vote. So the reason we're here tonight is last year we started a little bit earlier. We were able to start in November. We've had some issues with getting started this year. So we did get $600 of the $800 that we needed for prize money. Because both categories, businesses and homes, there are 3 different winners, a first place, second place, and third place in each of those. So, and also we needed to have a way, because when Chris and his wife and anybody wanted to go see which houses were participating, we didn't have any way of putting a sign or anything. So we had to order signs from Split Road Media. So we're here to see if we can get a little bit of money from the city for this project.
How much do you need?
Well, we would like to have $500 if it's possible.
Does anybody want to make a motion to take that out of the mayor's budget? I'm sure we have plenty of participants.
So moved.
I like that part.
That's usually that's where you want to take it, right?
That's what I was gonna do.
And Beth, I abstain.
Yeah, and was it seconded?
I second
I moved and seconded it.
Voted in favor.
And Amy is abstaining because it's her parents.
John
So-
seconded, so all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All
Okay.
opposed? Nay, no.
So Julie's not here, but she'll know about it, right, Trent?
What's that?
Julie's not here, but she'll know about that, so.
Julia.
If you tell her.
Julie, because we fall under Rochester Downtown Partnership,
So is
so,
that where the check needs to go?
yes.
Oh.
And then I have the rest of the money in. with Julie's.
That will be next week is when our pay period is.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we make
Okay.
that to Rochester Downtown Partnership?
Yes,
Is-
sir.
Julie's hands.
Yes, and it goes to Julie's hands. Yep,
Julia's the best.
Julie is the best.
All right.
Julia.
All right, thank you.
Any other new business? Okay, not,
Fire chief, the boys is not here. Fire chief or police chief Shots.
this computer's got me all off balance.
You can still print it.
Very good.
Just quickly for the moment, excuse me, we had 36 accidents. We issued 181.
Thank you.
Accidents, 23 lockouts, 258 traffic stops, 33 case reports, 753 incidents, and 13 people incarcerated. And then you have the triangle. They were locked for. Other than that, we're still accepting applications until Monday. We've got 7 or 8 turned in so far. I'm currently working on getting bids for 2 new vehicles for next year. On those, and then I'll present them to the Board of Works. And just trying to wrap up the inventory. All I have unless you have questions.
Anybody have any questions for Chief Shots?
Where are the applications coming from? Are they Fulton County residents or
All over.
all over?
We put it on Indeed, we put it on Facebook,
I saw.
we put it on the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy's website. Mostly local and semi-local people.
Okay, we don't have any other department heads reports, so we'll move on down to reports on committees. Downtown Partnership's not here. Amy, you got anything on area plan, animal adoption?
Area plan was canceled for December. So we will start that again in January. A reminder, and I did send that to you because Jody Wynn asked me to. There is the event for the Jordan's Way fundraiser on December 18th, starting at 10 a.m. I think Trent has been wrangled into being a part of that and doing some fun things. So the purpose of that is, I think it's interactive. And so they'll have a lot of different activities. And this gentleman who is a proven track record of raising money is going to be there and on Facebook attempting to try to raise as much money as he can. So Rochester was chosen by this gentleman who is national, and it's a pretty great honor to be chosen by him. He specializes in small rural animal shelters. And so he saw Fulton County, and so they're going to be working hard. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but 10 a.m. and they asked if I could just get as many successful folks there, if at all possible, just at least stop by and show Jordan that we support the animal shelters. We shall see. I think that Trent's gonna be in jail or something. I'm not sure.
Until somebody
exactly.
bails me out. So
I think that there's gonna be some interesting activities that will occur that,
I may be there a while.
Can we get the money out of the mayor's fund?
I don't think I got any left.
Maybe we should make
I'm gonna
that
be
decision
stuck.
now.
Remember that additional appropriation?
Yeah, it's for Trent, so he's not there all day. So that's it. That concludes my report.
Charlie, you want to speak on Fedco? You got Brian to do it? Okay.
Off to a good start. No, I mean, I'm just gonna parrot what we've been, we've got some interest in several lots over at Blackader. We have $2.5 million coming for the industrial park. And then of course, Jana also had received $2.5 million for Little Zebbies. Housing projects are moving forward and I mean, there's a lot happening.
We got some good leads on the industrial park already, so things should be moving. There's probably some action out there this coming summer, be my guess.
So, yeah, things are,
Is it 125,000 square feet?
I think it's 125, 150,000 square foot building. The contractor, the developer we've been talking to for over a year, or about a year,
His hang up was how quick he can move here was dependent upon his building. He's building down in Grissom. And he called me 2 weeks ago and said he's got it fully leased out and ready to move forward on ours. So I was told today that there's already somebody interested in this building even before we get to that. So who knows what might develop there, but, and there's also another business we're looking at possibly out there as well. So, yeah, getting a lot of phone calls. So.
park board, Bob.
They met back on December 8th. Landon's report, he wasn't there, but he did submit a report. I didn't realize they installed 6 new grills out at the park. Snow, doing a lot of snow leaf removal, got the piers winterized around the lake, launch. Repaired some stuff at the wellness center. Pickleballs, winterized, those are some highlights on his report. Gary Hartwig came and reported about the capital purchase program and explaining that in the Excel spreadsheets that he's got that and went through that with the park board. They spent a lot of time talking about light up the park. Stay on that. They've been working very hard on that. And they've got there's a lot of enthusiasm on the board and people related to the board, putting that together. They're doing seems like they're doing a nice job. And then, they got a working bathroom in the shop there on 13th Street. That seemed to be, Dwayne seemed to be excited about that for some reason. I don't know what that was all about. And they have, they got some things that they're trying to wrap up on the pool. They got some grant money and the golf scramble. But they're investing in some $40,000 shade items next year, so it's not just cement and sun. And they're doing that through Sourcewell. There's going to be a climbing wall next summer at the pool. And that's, yeah, there's a few other things. And they're also helping with planning for the America 250th anniversary, being involved in that.
They bought a bunch of picnic tables. Do you know how many?
16.
Came out about 16,500.
That's for the parks, pavilions and so forth, replacing the wooden ones.
I'm not seeing the industrial spring ones that we've been talking about.
The other thing that's happened the last month is they got that house down.
Down over on Pontiac and 13th and yeah.
Okay. Got a few minor things to clean up there so that it thaws out a little bit, but it looks good. So, anything else? Good.
That's all.
Mark, getting BZA or Council on Aging?
BZA met Wednesday with just one fence item on the agenda. It wasn't much of anything, and Council on Aging does not meet in December, so.
There has been a new roof put on the wellness center on the flat part on the west portion of it. I think it's completed now.
I think so.
Ruth, anything on solid waste?
No
Nothing?
meeting this month. Next month we'll have a meeting, in January.
Or-
new location,
Ooh.
because we have to,
Oh, yeah, we gotta go to annex, right?
yep, annex building next month. So,
I'll speak to the redevelopment commission. We meet tomorrow morning at 8:30.
yeah,
Be discussing, putts a little further. I think Monica's gonna be there to discuss some things and kind of put a little more, hopefully a little more concrete plan for over the next few months. So, that's, I'm trying to think what else. Got a couple other things to discuss. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. Sidewalk tree board, Brian.
Not able to attend and I did not see minutes emailed to me, so not sure what happened.
Yeah.
Water board, John.
Yes, water board did meet. Lucas presented pay applications for the number one for Will Power excavating for the Division A and B water project for a total of $963,997.06. I love the 6 cents, which is 20% of the cost of the project. Motion was passed to make the payment for the $963,997. And Lucas also presented the payment plan for the application number one for Rex Construction for the LSL water project for a total of whoa, don't pay it on me, for $270,500, which is 10% of the cost of the lead and copper replacement project. They approved, Cassie approved and made a motion to go ahead and pay for the number one. The board positions were due to be changed at the first of the year, and Rachel is going to be the president. Mark will be the secretary. Cassie is going to be just the board member on that board. All righty, and Derek gave an update on the softener number 3 in the old plant. Says come along great, and that the media will be installed soon, and hopefully next time we meet it will be completed. I'm sure it's done by now. Update on the new building is complete except for the exit lights and getting gas into the building. Other than that, everything else has been going well with the water department, and that'd be about it. If there's any questions on any of that.
One thing I want to add is, just so those in the public who might be watching, we've getting a lot of calls irritating citizens over the number of letters they're receiving on this lead service line replacement. We don't have a choice. It's demanded by the state that we do so. So sorry if it bothers you, but you don't like them, throw them away, I guess. But we got to notify you, and the state tells us how to do it. So. Okay, anything else before we turn it over to Andy Perkins? You got anything legal for us? ADA concerns? Public comments?
May I say something?
Sure.
I want to say thank you. I just told Andy, you know, I used to be problematic, but what I am not is erratic and all these false reporting phone calls in the city. Everyone that's watching and listening, I want to be my best, and I've passed God's test, but I'm not going to stand by and let everyone's mess take me backwards. All I want is for my city that I love to leave me be. I have voted for you. I pick up trash. I can't get a job, but I am just trying to be my best. But RPD for a while, they had some clowns, but those clowns are gone and they have great people now. But I have issues with other people, but that will be handled in a court of law. This city is progressive. It's moving forward, but we do have hiccups here. And this man that wants to just be left alone, our residents can't seem to do that. I have a lot of time on my hands and I don't do unlawful things. I'm challenging you all to maybe encourage people to do better. So January, I'm launching a Be Better campaign, and I hope our city does better. all the filthy trash there where people can't recycle and they drop their needles and all that stuff. No one is going to get me to do what I used to do. I have walked a fine line, and I appreciate you, Mayor. I don't care about the raising water bills. I spoke to your wife. It was all the rest of the mayors. We deserve that. We're doing great things, but all this messiness, leave me alone. I have an LLC. I'm a photographer, videographer. I've done all that. I support everyone, but I will be damned if I allow anyone to play with me. So I do say, I thank Andy and all of them. They're just doing their job. But when you're called at Woodlawn Health by Dr. Powell, liar, and Faith Outreach, liar, and Pakistan. But thank you so much. I want to say thank you and Merry Christmas. But I'll see some of you in a court of law. Have a great, great year.
Any other public comment? Yeah, I need a motion.
Oh, you got,
I'm just sending these down for those who run into somebody who may be homeless. We have some flyers for that I printed out to give to whoever. Just these are guest facing flyers, so I brought those there. So a little bit more information.
What are they carrying?
For the homeless, for the warming center. So those ones came in frequently, so. And Ruth is going to volunteer, so I'm very excited.
So far they haven't needed me, but apparently tonight it will.
Oh, you are going to volunteer tonight? Thank you for
Good for
doing that.
you.
Ruth
The
reached
last
out
year.
and she is testing the market to volunteer, so I'm very excited
Good
for
for you.
her.
I figured in the middle of the night it won't interfere with anything else I'm doing.
So thank you, Ruth, for being a part of it.
Sleeping's
Sleep.
overrated.
She can use her fancy machine and check things out, so.
Oh, Lordy.
Oh.
What a note, next meeting's
27th January at 6 p.m. Need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The same things down.
Everything has been signed and handed down.
Perfect.
Yeah. Can you shut that off?